heard of, well, to start off, my name is Catrina. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Hey, Catrina.
To start off this speech tonight, I'm going to talk a little bit about type 1 diabetes to you. Who here has heard of diabetes?
Hey, I have. I heard of it.
Awesome. How many of you know that type 1 diabetes, there are two different types of diabetes?
Get out of here.
There are actually two different types, and I'm going to talk to you about the one that most people don't know about, and that is type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes, I first heard of this because my dad has been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes about 20 years ago when he was 19 years old. Because one summer I went through the most painful summer of my life when I was 14. My father went through terminal kidney failure due to his 20 years of having type 1 diabetes. So just to tell you a little bit of information about what it is a chronic condition to which the pancreas produces little or no insulin to the body. So you need insulin to get energy. So without that, you become really weak. And there are a couple of factors that contribute to getting type 1 diabetes. And those are genetics. So for example, if you have a family member that has type 1 diabetes, you really want to get checked out because it's more likely for you to get type 1 diabetes because you have a family member who has it. Also, exposure to different viruses can make you get type 1 diabetes as well. Now, if you are one of those people that have someone in your family that has type 1 diabetes, you really want to look at the signs and symptoms just to make sure you're in the clear. A couple of those symptoms are frequent urination, fatigue, weight loss, and blurred vision. Now, with the extreme thirst, that's also another factor as well, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of example about my father. When before he was diagnosed with it, one evening he had he was so thirsty that he kept drinking water, and his throat was so dry that his tongue, he could pull the skin off of his tongue.
Wow.
And and his mother, my grandmother, got really scared about that, so took him to the doctor, and it was because he had really high blood sugar, and he eventually became diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
Wow.
So those are the things you need to be aware of. Also, if you are diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, there are a few complications that come along with the disease. And those are complications to your heart, your blood vessels, your nerves, your kidneys, and your eyes as well. My dad, who has had it for 20 years, he is now about 75% loss of vision with his eyesight. And also, along with the nerves, he doesn't have feeling in his legs. One summer when I was playing softball with him, I was throwing the ball to him, and then one of the balls hit his leg. And then I was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay, Dad?" He said, "No, I'm okay, but I actually didn't feel it because I don't have feeling in my legs." And so that's one thing that could happen. So what to take away from this information is that if you have a family member with type 1 diabetes, you really need to consult your doctor. Make sure you've checked out, you're in the clear for different signs and symptoms of it, and just to be on the safe side. So thank you all. Hope you enjoyed this speech. Hope you have a great evening. Does anyone have any questions? No? Thank you very much.
Yay! And cut. Hey, everybody.